Fortnite has become a hit in the gaming world and pop culture. If you are just starting and want some beginner tips, you have come to the right place. Welcome to Fortnite Factory, your 411 on everything Fortnite. Today we are bringing you 10 tips that will help you as a new player. Number 1. Rebind your keys or use Builder Pro on console. Something that you will notice all pro players on PC do immediately is bind their keys. What we mean by this is changing the build and weapon selection keys to something that better suits you. I personally have 2 keys on my mouse for the wall and ramp. I have F set to my floor and Q and shift for my first 2 weapon slots. Remember that Fortnite is more about surviving a fight than killing lots of players. If you want to get good at this game and start winning fights and surviving, you need to keybind. Number 2. Don't forget about the storm. Since even before Season 1, players worldwide have been dying to the storm. There is nothing more frustrating than thinking you are doing so well, finding all of this marvelous loot, farming so much wood, brick, and metal, and then seeing the storm 20 feet away rushing at you. Recently, Epic Games has implemented many ways to traverse the map more rapidly, but it is still very easy to die to the storm. Our tip? Make sure you pay attention to where the circle is. If it is far, run. Look for vehicles, spouts, rifts, anything that can help you survive. Make sure you also pay attention to the storm timer. If you don't, you will regret it. Number 3. Wear headphones. There's a reason that all of those Twitch streamers you see are always wearing headphones, and it's not entirely about style. Headphones can mean life or death. What do we mean? Fortnite has directional sound. That means if someone is on your left side running, you will hear their footsteps in the left side of the headphones. How does this help? If you are crouched trying to hide from players, listen carefully and crank that volume. You'll be able to track their movement with your ears. Get accustomed to listening for footsteps, gunshots, doors opening, cars getting jumped on. Learn the sounds, get headphones, stop dying. Number 4. Loot. Obviously, in a game where you don't start with a weapon, looting is very important. When you drop out of the bus, try and drop on a weapon if you can. Finding a weapon right off the bat is what can make or break a game for you, especially if you drop around other players. Once you are sure that there are no other players around you, loot everything. Try and find ammo, shields, health, and other guns that will help you along the way. Make sure you check every room in your area. And if you hear a chest, find it. Chests have a designated spawn pattern, so start memorizing where all of the chests might be so that you can drop on one. They have some of the best loot in the game and will help you along your journey. Also, make sure to loot quickly. Don't spend time debating whether to pick something up while a rival player calmly lines up their headshot with a sniper. Never stop moving. Pick things up while running. Don't stop. Number 5. Try and land as fast as possible. Like I mentioned before, getting to a weapon fast can mean life or death. You may wonder why other players are getting to the ground so much faster than you. To achieve this, aim directly at the ground as soon as you jump and do not pull your glider out until the game makes you do it. At that point, figure out where to go. Also, try and find the lowest points on the map to drop to. That will allow you to get lower than normal before you are forced to glide. Number 6. Gather resources constantly. Fortnite is all about building. That's what makes it so much different from PUBG or Apex Legends. But to build, you need resources. An early game tip is to break all furniture within a house while you are looting it. This can quickly get you around 100 wood, which can really help at the beginning of the game. Although, once you are out of combat, make sure you are constantly farming with that pickaxe. I recommend having at least 400 wood before feeling comfortable getting in a fight. Although, as you progress and get better at the game, I would get more than that. A good player can go through hundreds of materials in under a minute. Remember that all builds use 10 materials. So 100 materials equals 10 builds. 400 equals 40. You get the point. Get materials and make sure you are constantly getting them. And for the love of God, don't break the trees. The animation of the tree breaking can be seen from very far away and gives your location away. I can already hear your team groaning as you tell every enemy player where you are in a swift pickaxe swing. Number 7. Designate spots for your weapons. We mentioned key bindings before. Like I said, I have Q and Tab set for my first and second slots. I always have a shotgun in slot 1 and some form of automatic rifle or SMG in slot 2. Always organizing your weapons this way will mean you always pull out the weapon you mean to when you press that button. When I am rushing someone, I can always be sure that Q will give me my shotgun because I have put it there. You can order your weapons however you want, but pick a slot for a weapon type and keep that forever. Number 8. Equip your pickaxe when looting. This may sound strange, but when your loadout is already full and set perfectly, you don't want to accidentally change your gold scar with that gray assault rifle when you are only trying to get the ammo. If you switch to your pickaxe, you will only pick up ammo and materials, and your loadout will be safe. Number 9. Never stop moving. Unless you are perfectly covered by walls, never stop moving. It's amazing how many times I can snipe someone because they have stopped moving. Even when you are healing, you can walk back and forth slightly or spam the crouch button. Standing still just makes you a perfect target. Even when shooting, move just a little. Don't just stand there aiming at people, or shoot a few shots, then move. Don't take your time, someone is gonna snipe you. Number 10, just have fun. Remember that this is a game. It can be frustrating when you lose over and over, but we are all here to have fun. If you are having a bad day, take a break and come back after a bit. Try something new, a different loadout, or dropping in new locations. When you die, try to think about what you did well and what you could have done better, and then try to apply that in your next game. This was Fortnite Factory's 10 tips on how to be a better player. Before you go, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, not forgetting to click the notification bell so that you are notified whenever we drop a new video.